Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nasalli ala rasulihil kareem. Dear students, we are going to start our next chapter. The name of the next chapter is acid, bases, and salts. So first of all, we will discuss about the basic theory of acid bases, known as Arrhenius concept of acid and bases. Before that, we should know some general characteristic properties of acid and bases. These properties are taste, effect on blue litmus paper, red litmus paper, effect on skin, electrical conductivity. So how would you identify an acid and bases? By taste. So if it has sour taste, then it will be an acid, and it will turn blue litmus paper into red, and red litmus paper will have no effect when dipped in acid. Similarly, it has corrosive effect on skin, and acid conduct electricity in aqueous solution. Similarly, bases have also some characteristic properties. Taste of bases is bitter. It has no effect on blue litmus paper. When red litmus paper is dipped in the solution of bases, it will turn into blue. Uh, its effect on skin is that it harms skin tissue, and it also conducts electricity in aqueous solution. So the first concept, the very first theory of acid and bases is Arrhenius theory. In 1887, a Swedish chemist, Svante Arrhenius, proposed the first successful theory of acid and bases. According to this theory, an acid is a substance that ionizes in water to produce H positive ions, and a base is a substance that ionized in water to produce OH ion. The substance that when dissolved in water produce, emit, or releases H positive ion in aqueous solution is known as acid, and the substance that produces OH negative ions in aqueous solution, the solution in which produces OH negative ions when dissolved in water in aqueous solution, is termed as base. Let's see some examples. HCl is an acid, hydrochloric acid. When it is dissolved in water, it produces H positive and Cl negative. So H positive indicates that HCl is acid according to Arrhenius concept. Similarly, NaOH, sodium hydroxide, is base. When it is dissolved in water, it produces OH negative ions. So NaOH is base. Similarly, HNO3, nitric acid, is also an acid because when it dissolves in water, it produces H positive ions. So all these are acid and bases according to the ions produced in aqueous solution according to Arrhenius. Let's take a look on another example. H2SO4, sulfuric acid. When it is dissolved in water, it produces 2 moles of H positive hydrogen ion. Similarly, potassium hydroxide, it produces 1 mole of OH hydroxyl ion, and ammonium hydroxide, it is base because it produces OH ion in aqueous solution. So simple concept is that of Arrhenius, that acid is a substance that dissolve in water to produce H positive ions, and base is a substance that dissolve in water to produce OH negative ions. Here is the table of some common acid along with their formula and its use. Hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, and phosphoric acid. The formula of hydrochloric acid is HCl, and the other formulas of other acids are HNO3, H2SO4, H3PO4 respectively. A common use of HCl is cleaning of metals, nitric acid manufacturing of fertilizers, sulfuric acid manufacturing of chemicals, phosphoric acid manufacturing of fertilizers. All these acids are used in our common use or used by chemists for the following reasons, like cleaning of metals, manufacture of fertilizers, manufacture of chemicals, manufacturing of fertilizers. Okay. Similarly, there is another table of some common bases: sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. Formula of sodium hydroxide is, you have to learn the both these tables, the table of acids and table of bases, along with their common use. Uh, Examiner may ask a question of 3 marks uh, about the common uses or formulas of some acids or bases, or MCQs may come forward in your exam about the use or formula of some common base or any common acid. So NaOH is used in soap making. KOH is also making used in making liquid soap. Calcium hydroxide is used in making mortar, and magnesium hydroxide is used in antacid. Magnesium hydroxide is also known as milk of magnesia. You have studied in ninth class, used to treat acidity of stomach. Okay, now here in your book there is side box. Sulfur dioxide and oxides of nitrogen are produced by smoking of cigarettes. Smokers breathe in a lot of sulfur dioxide over a long period of time. They have an increased risk of suffering from cold, bronchitis, and asthma, which simply means that smokers, when smoke cigarette smoke contains sulfur dioxide and oxides of nitrogen. These oxides and these gases are very harmful for our health, and it may suffer our lungs and our bronchioles, and different diseases like bronchitis, asthma, lung cancer can be caused by these gases. Okay, here I have quoted hadith for you regarding Ramadan. Read it and remember me in your prayers. Okay, Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much. If there is any query, you can ask me in the comment. Take care. Allah Hafiz.